So, hey everyone, today I'm back here to discuss the next chapter, and today's vocabulary lecture is going to be based on health, right? So, without any halt, let's start with the very first word. So, today's very first vocabulary word is chronic, right? Now, what chronic is? It means it is basically adjective, okay, because it is telling you the speciality of something. Now, let's discuss the definition. That means if we discuss the meaning of this chronic. So chronic means something that continuous continues for a long time, right? So this is what chronic is. Chronic means something that continues for a long time. ऐसी चीज जो लंबे समय तक चलती है, ठीक है, तो उसको हम chronic कह देते हैं. अब let's understand it with the help of example. So see, what they are saying is that ever since the car accident 2 years ago, Richard has chronic pain in his neck. That means accident के बाद से continuously जो है Richard के neck में chronic pain है. Okay, so let's move towards the next word, that is nauseating. अभी nauseating क्या होता है? Let's see. First of all, again, it's an adjective, right? And the meaning of nauseating can be either stomach sickness, or what else we can say, that inclined to vomit, right? That means when you are not feeling good, okay, vomit जैसा feel हो रहा है, so that is basically nauseating. Now let's see the example. So they have written that Bailey knew something was rotting in the fridge. Rotting means सड़ रहा है, right? Because a nauseating smell was coming from it. क्योंकि उससे एक vomit जैसे आने जैसी smell जो है आ रही थी. It was very bad smell basically. Okay, let's move ahead towards the next word, and third one is acute. Now, what does it mean and what it is actually? So, this is again an adjective. Let's write it down. And the meaning of acute means severe but short, right? So, let's see the example they have written. So, this is George was sent to the hospital because of an acute stomach ache. That means stomach में pain होने की वजह से जो है George was sent to the hospital, right? So what we are seeing over here is that छोटे कम समय के लिए है चीज, but बहुत severe है. That means बहुत बुरे level पे tough है, ठीक है, bad condition. Let's move ahead towards the next word, and this is pulse. All right, let's see what pulse is. So this is noun. Let's write it down. And I hope you know what pulse is. जब डॉक्टर्स हमारा रिस्ट के फ्रंट साइड से चेक करते हैं, ठीक है, so that is what pulse, ठीक है. So what we can call it in English, this is something like rhythmic expansion of arteries, right? So rhythmic expansion, जब उसमें से it works, pulse जैसे हम कहते हैं slow है, fast है, so likewise, right? So the example sentence can be, the loud music that Betty loved set her pulse racing. She could feel her heartbeat. That means pulse उसकी बहुत तेज चल रही थी, and even she could feel her heartbeat as well, right? So let's move ahead towards the next word, fifth one. So this is muscle, right? So let's see what muscle is. So first of all, muscle is a noun, right? And what we can call it as, so we can call muscle as part of body, that is under skin, that is basically responsible for strength, right? So this is basically part of body that is responsible for strength. Now, the example sentence can be, how ran 10 kilometer yesterday. Now his leg muscles feel very sore. That means सूजन आ गई है. So that's why हम क्या कहेंगे कि मसल्स जो हैं उसकी क्यों सूज गई हैं, बिकॉज ही ran 10 kilometers yesterday, right? Let's move ahead towards the sixth word, and what it is, this is basically nutrients. Now what nutrients are, again noun, and how can we give the definition of this? न्यूट्रिएंट्स आर बेसिकली पोषक तत्व जो हमें किससे मिलते हैं, अपने भोजन से, अपने फूड से मिलते हैं. सो वी कैन कॉल देम एज हेल्दी सब्सटेंसेस, right? So let's see the example of this, of nutrients. So they are saying that the nutrients that we obtain from eating fruits and vegetables are good for our bodies, right? जो हमें nutrients मिलते हैं, किससे मिलते हैं? Number one, fruits से, and number two, vegetables से, that are really good for our body, right? Let's move ahead towards the next vocabulary word, and this is antibiotics. Now, do you know what antibiotics are and in which part of speech it comes under? So it is basically noun, okay? And let's write it firstly. So noun, okay? And if we see that what is the definition? So these are basically medicine used against bacteria and we can say microorganisms. So this is the definition, that antibiotics are the medicines that are used against bacteria and microorganisms. Now let's move ahead towards the next word, which is effect, right? Eighth one. So what it is, this is again a noun. Let's read the example of antibiotics. We have left that. So this is, they are saying that doctors give us antibiotics when we have certain illnesses that can be effectively treated this way, right? So doctors हमें antibiotics देते हैं ताकि certain illnesses जो हैं वो effectively ठीक हो सके. अब जैसे fever के time पे along with crocin, what they give you antibiotics as well, right? Let's move ahead, and we are covering eighth word now, and this is effect. Again, what it is? So this is again a noun. And what does it mean? Effect basically means impact, prabhav, right? So let's read the example. So they are saying that friends noticed the effects of taking his medicine when he started to feel better the next day. That means friends ko next day he better feel hone lag gaya, so he was noticing the effect of taking this medicine, right? So we have covered 8 vocabulary words till now. So now let's quickly revise them all. If you want to note down the meanings and part of speech, like which part is this, then you can. If you want to take the screenshot, then also it's fine. So let's revise it very quickly. So the very first word is chronic, right? So what chronic means? It means something that continues for a long time, right? Let's move ahead towards the second one. So this is nauseating. Nauseating means stomach sickness, and that is a situation that is inclined to vomit, when you feel like vomit, okay? So next one is acute. Acute means severe but short. Okay. Fourth one is pulse. Now, what does it mean? It means rhythmic expansion of arteries. Okay. Fifth one, so we are talking about muscles. So what are muscles? So muscles are basically part of our body but under skin, and these are responsible for our strength, right? Sixth one, so this is nutrients. Nutrients means healthy substances. Let's move ahead towards the seventh vocabulary word. This is antibiotics. Now, antibiotics are basically the medicines that are used against bacteria and microorganisms. Eighth one. So this is effect, right? So effect can be written as impact. Let's move ahead towards the next vocabulary word, and this is ninth one, and this is medical, right? So what medical is? You know that medical is the stream of field basically. So what it is? This is basically adjective, okay? And we can say that it is a field. Okay, let's read the example. So they are saying that Lola went to medical school So she could become a doctor. Why she went to the medical school? ताकि वो एक doctor बन सके. Let's move ahead towards the next words and this word that and the next one is cancer. ठीक है, अभी cancer क्या होता है? As you all know, first of all, this is a noun, name of something, right? Name of a disease. And now, what is this basically? This is a disease, very dangerous disease, we can say. Okay, so let's see the example now. So they are saying that although cancer is still a very serious illness, many new treatments have been shown to prevent its growth. Prevent means रोकना and spread through the body. दो मीनिंग्स होते हैं प्रिवेंट के, या तो बचाना या रोकना. ठीक है, so this is what we have said, that although that means चाहे cancer is still a very serious illness, right? Many new treatments have been shown to prevent its growth and spread throughout the body. Let's move ahead towards the next word, and this is 11th one, infection. Now, what infection is? This is also a noun basically, right? Now, what infection can be called like disease caused by germs, right? So this is what infection can be defined as. Now let's see the example sentence of this. So what we have written over here is, so Joy fell and scraped his knee. He quickly cleaned his wound with water so that he would not develop an infection. ठीक है, कि जॉय जो है वो गिर गया एंड उसका नी जो है उससे स्किन जो है फट गई थोड़ी सी, सो दैट्स व्हाई ही क्विकली क्लीन्ड हिज वाउंड. जो चोट था उसको धो लिया पानी से सो दैट उसको इन्फेक्शन ना हो जाए. Right, let's move ahead towards the next word, 12th one, and this is metabolism. Right, metabolism is again a noun, name of something, right? And let's try to write down the meaning of this. So this is basically, yes, the speed of food. We can say the speed of human to pass food and nutrients to generate energy. Right, so let me change the position. Yeah. So speed of human to pass food and nutrients to generate energy, and this is called metabolism, right? So let's see the example sentence now. So what we have written over here, that no matter how much Adrian eats, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि एड्रियन कितना भी खाए, he doesn't get fat because he has a high metabolism, right? वो कभी भी फैटी नहीं होता क्योंकि उसका मेटाबॉलिज्म जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा high है, right? Let's move ahead towards the next vocabulary word, and this is bacteria. Okay, let's write down कौन सी category के अंडर आता है, since this is again the name of something. So this is what? This is a noun, and the definition what it can be, we are talking about bacteria. So these are basically single celled organisms. Okay, single celled organisms that can be good or bad, right? Because some bacteria are good as well. All right, so let's understand the example sentence of this. So they are saying that keep your kitchen surfaces clean to prevent the buildup of bacteria which could make you sick. That means we need to keep our kitchen surfaces very very clean ताकि ऐसे bacteria ना generate हो dirtiness से that can make us sick, right? I hope this is clear. Let's move ahead towards the 14th one. So insomnia, what it is? This is basically also again we can say the name of something. So we would be writing it as noun, and we can say the definition of it can be basically lack of sleep or a situation when a person is unable to sleep. Now let's read the example. So we are saying that Sasuke was suffering from insomnia. He had not slept in 5 days. That means he is suffering from insomnia. वो 5 दिन में सो नहीं पाया है, right? 15th and the last one is unbalanced, right? Unbalanced is adjective. That means we are telling the speciality of something that he is, the thing is, or this is whatever the thing can be, this is unbalanced, not in a balanced situation. So we can say lacking balance. All right. So let's see the example of unbalanced. So what it can be, so they are saying that Annie worried that her son was emotionally unbalanced because he was always depressed and stressed and never happy and relaxed. उसको लगता है एनी को कि उसका जो सन है वो इमोशनली अनबैलेंस्ड है. Why so? Because he is always depressed and stressed में रहता है and never happy and relaxed. Okay, so with this we have covered all the 15 vocabulary words. Now let's revise them all very quickly. All right. So the first one that we did is chronic. All right. Which means something that continues for a long time. And second is nauseating, something that makes you feel like vomit. Okay. Third one is acute, that is severe but short. Then fourth, pulse. Pulse is rhythmic expansion of arteries. Fifth, muscle. Muscles are basically part of body under skin and these are responsible for our strength. Sixth one, this is nutrients, which are healthy substances. Seventh is antibiotics, which means medicines that are used against bacteria and microorganisms. Next one, this is effect. Effect means impact. Let's move ahead. So ninth one is medical. Medical means a field. This is, we can like call that medical stream, right? 10th is cancer, that is a disease, we can say a very dangerous disease, right? 11th is infection, so this is basically a disease caused by germs. Next, 12th one is metabolism. Metabolism is the speed of human to pass food and nutrients to generate energy. Next is bacteria. So this bacteria are single-celled organisms and these can be good or bad. Let's move ahead towards the next one. And this is insomnia. So insomnia is a situation when a person is unable to sleep. Last one, this is unbalanced. That means lacking balance. So we have covered and revised all 15 words. Hope you are clear with this. Now, after this, as your homework, you have to complete this worksheet, right? Words are already given over here. And in example, they have also written that you may have to change the form of the verb at some points as per the tense and as per the situation, okay? And after this, we are also having this exercise. What you have to do is you have to mark the correct options. Let's suppose the word is chronic, then you have to see that left or right पे कहीं भी suitable है वो, then you have to mark that. So chronic pain, so yes, it is making sense. So in this manner, you have to complete your homework related to health vocabulary, okay? So please complete it on time and I'll be back in next lecture with discussion. So thank you so much for attending this lecture and have a very good time ahead.